Hi, I'm Joe Minnick from Next Level Realty. Today I'm here with Bob Zuckerman, who's the Executive Director of Downtown Westfield Corporation in Westfield. Thank you for giving some time today, Bob.
My pleasure, Joe.
I want to talk about your role, how you got here, and how we could really help these businesses that obviously have been hurting, especially during this holiday season. How can we really ramp that up and get people to shop local? So you came from South Orange. Tell me a little bit more about your background.
I did. So I actually started in the improvement district field back in 2010. I took a sort of a career turn. I was running nonprofits, but more like community development work. And I wound up getting offered the job and accepted of being the director of the Lower East Side Business Improvement District in New York City, Manhattan.
Oh, very cool.
And that was a really interesting experience because Lower East Side is a neighborhood that is changing dramatically day in and day out. And I spent about 4 years there, and my husband and I decided that we wanted more space, so we moved from Jersey City, which is where we were living at the time, and we looked for a new home in South Orange, and we found a great house. And at the same time that we were looking to move our residents to South Orange, the South Orange Village Center Alliance was looking for a new executive director. They had just started.
Good timing.
Good timing.
Yeah.
So I met with the folks there and interviewed, and they hired me, and I spent almost 6 years running the improvement district in downtown South Orange.
Oh, very cool. And the Lower East Side, that's a big place to start. And you say it keeps changing. I can't keep up with Soho, NoHo. Like, there's always like new names for all these places. Every time you go back to New York, you're like, wait, what is this?
Constantly new names. And the Lower East Side, is part of this whole process where they created a new mixed-use development plan, which has now mostly been built since I left there, with thousands of new units of housing, 50% affordable housing, retail, and office space. So I was very proud to be a part of that whole process.
Great. Yeah. And now, so you guys lived in the city as well?
We lived in the city for a number of years in Brooklyn, then over to Jersey City, and now the burbs.
Yeah, it's I moved here from Hoboken 3 years ago, so it's a big transition. And now, obviously, with all this, there's such an influx to people coming to Westfield, which is great for the town, right? But it's I do real estate here. It is so busy, and you get people coming, and there's 10 offers on a house. So it's a great time to sell your home. If you have a home here to sell, it's it's gangbusters, and people are getting overpriced, and multiple offers is crazy. But a lot of people were having trouble making that switch to the burbs. But we're loving it. I mean, the amount of space we have in the yard, and beautiful deck and everything, it's just been great, especially during this time to have that outdoor space. So
sure.
So then, obviously, you're now here in Westfield with us. So
So I left the Village Center Alliance in South Orange in the spring of 2019, and then I did this crazy thing that I had always wanted to do, which was run for office. So I ran for my local council. We call it the Board of Trustees in South Orange, and I won. So all of a sudden I'm on the governing body in South Orange, but I couldn't run the Village Center Alliance anymore. There was a conflict. Needed something else to do. Spent a few months trying to figure it out. Heard about the opportunity in Westfield. I know about Westfield's reputation as really one of the great downtowns in New Jersey.
It's gorgeous.
And met with the board here, and met the mayor, and met Councilwoman Mackey, who's our liaison, and it just seemed like the right fit, and I think it was. I think it is.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of building up downtown, doing Adams Fest, and that's what we really liked about coming here. When we came to visit, we came downtown, we went to the festival, and just the vibe of town, it was really great. We're really happy we chose, Westfield as a town. And I think the mayor and Dawn, who I do a lot of stuff with, just doing a lot of great things for the town. There's a lot of collaboration, which I wasn't getting as much in Hoboken. It was more like, here's the government, here's what we're doing, and it's great, you guys. But getting all these people, professionals, to be like, Bob, tell me what you do. Tell me what you do. How can you help? Oh, you're in finance? Help us in this committee. So it's been great to have them just so open to being like, who can volunteer? Who can do some things for the town? So it's really a lot of great things going on.
That's really important, Joe. It's important for an organization like ours, which is primarily serving the business community, to work hand in hand with the local government. Because you have to collaborate. You have to cooperate. And improvement districts that I've seen, some in New Jersey, that don't have those kinds of relationships, I think suffer because of it.
Sure.
So we're thrilled that we have the relationship with the town that we have.
Yeah. And now, what do you say when people say, "Well, we have a lot of empty storefronts downtown"? Like there are some I see out there, but I know we're trying to get them going. There's
Sure.
probably issues with landlords. There's a lot of rent. I saw that in Hoboken. There's, but it's you're doing the best you can. So what kind of plans do you have to bring some business here?
It's a good question. And the answer is that we are working with our Economic Vitality Committee, which is a group of volunteers, all residents, some of them with significant commercial real estate backgrounds.
Oh, great.
And we engaged a principal named Michael Byrne. He's out of New York City and Berkeley, California. He's sort of has a bi-coastal business.
Yeah.
MJB Consulting is the name of the group. And he is an expert. He's really an expert on working with improvement districts or municipalities or local governments in trying to fine-tune what our vision is for downtown and what it is that people want and how we can go about getting the right and proper retail mix in our town and how we can go about actually soliciting new stores and new restaurants and new businesses to come here. That's really the trick.
Yeah.
You have to be assertive. You cannot wait for the phone to ring.
Yeah, you can't sit back.
Especially these days,
Yeah.
right? Given the challenging times that we're living in, you have to be assertive. You have to put together a plan, and then you have to go and implement that plan, and that's what we're working on doing.
That's great. Yeah, and I see, we got Warby Parker was nice, and now Bear Burger that's going to be great. We're excited for that. We had one of those in Hoboken, fantastic, and hopefully some other things coming in.
Yeah, there's a very popular local restaurant in the area that's looking to expand, and I can't mention which one it is.
Oh, excited.
Yeah,
All right,
but it will be a great. They come here, it will be a great addition to downtown.
Well, I tell you, I came from Hoboken, which is a great place, a lot of great restaurants, a lot of great food, a lot of nightlife. And that's kind of the thing when you go into the burbs, like, oh, it's going to be dead. But the first Tuesday, my wife and I went out to dinner and went to Ferraro's, and the town was jammed on a Tuesday night for the music, jazz night and stuff.
Exactly.
But the restaurants here, I talked to Sim from Spice Bazaar yesterday.
Sure.
Spice Bazaar is fantastic. Some of the best food I've ever had. And then I heard they own Lavash, and I was like, wife and I'm like, let's go try that. It must be good. And then I told him yesterday, I said, I think Lavash might even be better. I don't know. They're both so good. So there's so much great food downtown. So, but there's so many great shops in town, right? There's these little hidden gems, like the antique shop in the parking lot behind
Golden Bee.
Yeah. Like I bought my wife's necklace there for our anniversary there. There's so many great little gems and shops. Townhome has so many interesting furniture and other accessories. My wife just went shopping there the other day. There's so many great things in town. So I think right now it's very important for people to understand that the businesses have obviously been hit all over the place. We got to stop, going to Amazon every time we need something. Bezos has plenty of money. They're doing okay. I think Amazon to stick around. We really need to say, guys, come downtown. Spend a Saturday here. Go to the shops. You got everything here. You got clothes. You got housewares. You got a little bit of everything for anyone that you're going to shop for the holidays. So, that's the message, right? How do we get, you got to support these businesses.
That is totally the message, Joe. We are pulling out every stop we possibly can over the next 2 months to encourage and to urge our residents and those in the nearby surrounding towns to please come and visit us here in downtown Westfield, because we have it all right here.
Yeah.
You really can buy every type of Christmas or Hanukkah gift that you could possibly need, whether it's apparel, whether it's shoes, whether it's home
Books,
furnishings or furniture, farmhouse, or items for the kitchen like Patricia and Paul and Savory Spice. You name it, it's here.
Yeah.
It's right here in downtown Westfield. So we have this little saying that we just started throwing around. Before you click, try the brick.
That's great.
Bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
If you want these stores and restaurants to survive, this is it, folks. This is it, Westfield.
Yeah.
November and December. You gotta support your local merchants.
Yeah, and I see a lot of people on Facebook saying, downtown, what do we need to do? This is what we could all do. Don't go on Facebook and complain about how downtown has some empty storefronts. We don't want any more. Like, calm down. These businesses need to survive. And you need to be spending your money here.
That's right.
Especially this year. There's no question about it.
No.
It's easy to shop online. It's easy to just sit at your home, glass of wine at night, and order all your Christmas stuff, Hanukkah stuff, whatever. But come down, have lunch, support the local restaurants, but then spend those dollars in those shops. I mean,
Right.
these businesses got to survive. So
And
you got to.
let me just throw out a plug for one of the things that we're doing. So we're looking to hire ambassadors for downtown during the holidays. That'll help give out masks to people who aren't wearing them. If you're watching this, please wear a mask when you're downtown. Please, it's really, really critically important. But also to hand out new guides, new printed materials that we're going to be preparing. And we're going to be opening a visitor center over in the old Ann Taylor space on East Broad Street. On East Broad Street, where we're going to have free gift wrapping for people, for anybody.
Great.
Free gift wrapping, a place to kind of hide out, for a few minutes if you need to warm up, if it's cold out and you're outdoor shopping. So we're looking to do that. We really, like I said, we want to do everything we possibly can to give these merchants a leg up so that they can make it into the winter, which tends to be
tough
times
anyway.
And with COVID spiking like it is, the next November and December this year are critical.
Yeah, and people are going to spend a lot of money on the holidays. Spend it here, spend it downtown.
Your money goes much further here. Just like you said, Joe, Jeff Bezos doesn't need your dollars.
Yeah,
he's rich enough.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Your local merchants need it.
Yeah. I think he'll survive through the winter.
Exactly.
With his trillions. But listen, Amazon's great and all that's easy. But
if it's something you can't get here, of course.
Yeah.
But if it's clothing, if it's shoes, if it's, like I said, if it's gifts, if it's furnishings, you can get that right here in downtown.
Yeah. Well, I always love when people talk about when they're like, listen, the downtown businesses are the ones that sponsor your kid's softball team, your baseball team, all those teams. Those are the guys who need to survive. That's who you're giving the money to. You're not giving it to this big entity that goes wherever. You're giving to those local businesses that then are going to throw $500 to sponsor your kid's baseball team. Like, those are the things that we need to do and understand. These people that are local businesses are local people in the community. So we need to be supporting them.
It's totally true.
Well, listen, thank you for sitting down with us. This is great. Shop local. Really, please come down and do it.
Please
and
visit us. And our website is westfieldtoday.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We promote all of our merchants, no matter what it is they're selling, as well as our restaurants and our service businesses. Please come downtown Westfield and spend your dollars right here.
Right. Thank you again. Bob Zuckerman, Executive Director of Downtown Westfield Corporation. I'm Joe Mindacker, Next Level Realty. Thanks again for your time, Bob. And
My pleasure,
hopefully
Joe.
we see the people shopping down here. So
Yes.
it's been great. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.